All right, let's get right into it. We're talking about fashion brands. And I don't just mean the ones that sell you a cool t-shirt. I mean the ones that build a real legacy. Today, we're going to unpack the secret blueprint for creating a brand that feels, well, essential, memorable, something that's truly alive. I mean, really think about it for a second. Why do some brands just feel indispensable? Why do you feel this connection to certain labels that goes way, way beyond the fabric and the stitching? It's not luck, and it's definitely not an accident. It's because they have this powerful, almost invisible code that guides every single thing they do. And that secret code? We call it brand DNA. Think of it like a brand's unique genetic makeup. It's the very soul of the thing. And listen, this isn't some marketing buzzword. It's the actual foundational blueprint that decides how a brand thinks, how it acts, and ultimately what it creates. So, what do you say we build that blueprint together? Let's do it piece by piece. We're about to dive into the 3 core layers that can take a brand from just a cool idea to a totally unforgettable identity. Okay, part 1. First things first. You have to start from the inside and work your way out. Seriously, before you even think about logos or what to post on Instagram, you've got to define the brand's soul. This is the absolute non-negotiable core. So what is this soul? Well, it's really made of 2 key things. Your purpose, that's your big why, the whole reason you exist, and your values, which are the principles you absolutely live by. If you can nail this part, trust me, everything else just kind of falls into place. Your purpose, that is your North Star. It guides everything. And it's not about selling more shirts. No way. It's about the impact you want to have on the world. So ask yourself, are you here to reduce waste? Maybe you're here to celebrate heritage crafts, or maybe you want to make confident dressing accessible to everyone. Whatever it is, that is your purpose. But okay, how do you actually find it? It sounds so big, right? Well, there's this really cool, simple technique for this called the 5 whys. You just start with your product, what you make, and you ask, why does that matter? And then you ask why again. And you keep going until you dig past all the fluffy, surface-level answers. And eventually, you hit something real, a deep human truth. That's it. That's where your purpose lives. And you know what? Once you find that big purpose, writing it down can be surprisingly simple. A little template like this one really helps boil it all down. Just imagine a brand saying, "We exist to celebrate craft so that heritage skills stay living." Bam! You instantly get what they're all about. It's so, so powerful. All right, next up in the brand's soul, we have its values. Now, these are the few core beliefs that you would stick to no matter what. I mean, even if it costs you money. Think of them like the guardrails for your brand's behavior. They keep you on the right path. And to make sure you have a really solid, well-rounded set of values, it's a great idea to think across these 3 key areas. You've got your ethical values, how you treat people and the planet. Then your creative values, how you actually approach design. And finally, your community values, how you engage with your customers. If you cover all 3 of these, your values stop being just nice words on a website and become a real guide for how you operate every single day. Okay, so you've defined the brand's soul. That's huge. Now it's time to figure out how to show it to the rest of the world. And that brings us to part 2, crafting your brand's vibe. The vibe is pretty much how your brand looks, sounds, and feels. It's the whole sensory experience. And it's brought to life through 3 main things: its personality, its voice, and its visuals. And what's so cool is that there's a direct line from one personality trait to pretty much everything a brand does. Just look at this. If your brand's personality is, say, rebellious, like Supreme, its voice is going to be provocative, right? And the visuals will be raw and bold. Or if it's minimalist, like Chanel, the voice becomes super precise and the visuals are all about clean lines. See? That one core personality trait dictates everything. So here's the key takeaway on this. Your brand voice isn't just about what you say, it's all about how you say it. It's that consistent style and tone that builds trust and makes people feel like they're actually hearing from a real person, not just some faceless corporation. And finding that voice doesn't have to be complicated. Here are some super simple do's and don'ts. Basically, just be authentic to your personality. So do use playful slang if your brand is playful. Do be witty and honest. What you don't want to do is use a bunch of corporate jargon or sound like a boring press release. The goal is to avoid sounding generic, right? And finally, to complete the vibe, you need your visual identity.
And look, this isn't just about your logo. It's a whole system. Your logo, your typography, your colors, your photo style, the whole shebang. And the most important thing is that all of these pieces have to work together in perfect harmony to express that one single personality we've been talking about.
Okay, so we've got the soul, we've got the vibe. What's left? Well, the final piece of the puzzle is building the bridge between your brand and your audience. This last part is all about creating a truly meaningful connection. And that connection, it starts with a promise. Now, a brand promise isn't just a catchy slogan you put on a billboard. Nope, it's the experience your audience can consistently, absolutely expect from you. It's the unique value that you guarantee, and guarantee is the magic word here. This is a rock-solid commitment, because when you deliver on that guarantee time and time again, that's what makes a brand indispensable. It's what gives customers the confidence to choose you. You want to see a great example? Look at Everlane. Their promise is so clear. Exceptional quality, ethical factories, radical transparency. It's not vague at all, right? It's a specific 3-part guarantee. You know exactly what you're getting, and that clarity builds an incredible amount of trust. And it's that promise that helps you build a real community. And I mean a community, not just a list of followers on social media. You have these different layers. You've got your core tribe, those are your diehard advocates, then the engaged audience who interact with you regularly, and the wider circle of casual followers. A really strong brand knows how to nurture all of these layers, turning customers into actual genuine fans. All right, I know, that was a lot to take in, but we can make this super simple to get started. So let's wrap this all up with a quick, actionable exercise you can literally do right now. I want you to just take 30 minutes. That's it. For the first 10 minutes, just draft 3 different one-sentence versions of your purpose using that template from earlier. For the next 10, list 10 words you want people to use to describe your brand, and then circle your top 3. Those are your values. And for the final 10 minutes, just write down 3 core adjectives that capture your brand's vibe. This simple little exercise is going to give you the foundational DNA for everything that comes after. Because once you have this blueprint, once you have your soul, your vibe, and your connection all figured out, you're not just making clothes anymore. You're building a brand that has real, actual meaning. So now the only question left is, what will you build?